with a very rainy afternoon, as you can see, and I apologize if this video, a lot of the rain shows up in the actual video, but probably the camera is going to keep going in and out of focus. But right now I'm in Central Florida, and as far as the southern part of Florida, all the way up to where basically I'm located in Central Florida. So basically from Central Florida south is going to be, it's actually going to be a wet weekend. We are under not a warning, but flood watch for the whole weekend. Let me fix the camera a little bit. For the whole weekend, due to the fact that even though Tropical Storm Cristobal is not it's not going to be nowhere near close to Florida, it's still, the majority of the rain is going to be on the east part. So that's why we're going to have a lot of a lot of rain basically. But the point here I wanted to talk to you guys about, other than the possible flooding in Florida. So if you are in Florida, be careful with the rain. Don't go out if you don't have to. And also, how that saying, there's a saying that meteorologists always say is basically, if you see a flooded street, turn around, don't drown. So pay attention to those warnings. If you see down power lines, or if you see basically a flooded street, turn around and find an alternate route. Also, regarding Tropical Storm Cristobal, right now it was a tropical depression for a few days. Right now it regained the status of tropical storms because it's actually has re-emerged into the Gulf of Mexico, and it picked up speed quick. I mean, it's actually traveling north at 12 miles per hour as of the latest update from the National Hurricane Center. Now, the one thing to keep in mind is, as of right now, it's looking like Louisiana is going to be the landfall spot. It seems like also, Grand Isle is a very good possibility. Grand Isle, Louisiana. As a matter of fact, there has been a mandatory evacuation for Grand Isle, Louisiana. And I heard something like 10,000 people have been mandated to evacuate. So it's mandatory. Now, if you look at the satellite imagery, to me it's looking more like it's actually looking more like a very decently organized tropical storm, even though it has just re-emerged back into the Gulf. So that's one of the things that I have a feeling, like tonight and tomorrow, I have a feeling it's definitely going to pick up quite a bit of size and strength, because it is about to hit a pocket of energy that is basically on the Gulf sea surface energy, or heat content, upper heat content. That's the right word. So once it goes through that, it's definitely going to intensify. Now, if you look at the satellite imagery, it's looking pretty good. It's actually looking pretty organized. Of course, not perfectly, because it spent days in top of land, and I'm actually surprised that it didn't disintegrate after spending a few days over land. Now, I know that the terrain on that area is pretty flat in Central America, where it was. Not a lot of mountains, so that's definitely helped out, so it didn't disintegrate. But if you guys are in Louisiana, anywhere in the Gulf, from the Pensacola or the Florida Panhandle all the way to Louisiana, you need to pay attention, because these storms are unpredictable. And even though they're saying, the meteorologists and the experts are saying, a tropical storm landfall, I have a feeling it might be stronger than that. But again, I'm not a meteorologist. I'm a weather enthusiast. So basically, follow your local meteorologist and your local experts. But I have a feeling this is going to be stronger than just a tropical storm. I will say possibly a Category 1 hurricane. That's my take. Again, I'm not an expert, but based on the forecast models and based on how it's developing and how it maintains its structure, I have a feeling it's probably going to be stronger than a high-end tropical storm or a Category 1 hurricane. That's my take on that. And that's all I have for you guys. Have a good afternoon, or a good evening, I should say. Stay safe. Don't go out if you don't have to. And I'll keep you guys posted. Possibly tomorrow I'll make another video regarding any updates on the on Cristobal. Have a good day, guys.